It's fall at Metro Tech. This week our faculty and many of our students are taking a much deserved break after working hard in the classroom. Our faculty and staff, our bus drivers, and the work that they do. And so you're thinking to yourself, so the theme of the week, the word of the week has to be fall break. Well, not quite. It is behind the scenes. So we're going to take a behind the scenes look of wonderful events, of wonderful people that are doing a job we don't get to see every day because they're behind the scenes. And so this week is behind the scenes. Looking forward to talk to Kim Gordon and Mike Hoyer, two of our team members here that keep things moving and going. I look forward to introducing you to those talented individuals. Have several shout outs I want to do this week. One of them is to our healthcare student, Nicole Kramer. Miss Nicole Kramer attends Millwood High School. Last summer, prior to starting her junior year, she received a full scholarship to Abilene Christian University for basketball. Congratulations. She's an awesome student, 3.6 GPA at Millwood High School, and does a super job with her attendance. She's involved in basketball, softball, track as well. She hopes to be a labor and delivery nurse one day, and our pre-nursing program is a step in that direction. So really appreciate Nicole and all that she does. Appreciate having her as one of our students. Our biomed program, she took that her sophomore year. Congratulations to Nicole. Please stay in touch with us as you pursue your nursing dreams. As we talk about shout outs, I also want to do a shout out to Cindy Friedemann. She is our chief officer, one of our chief officers for economic development. She was recently in the Journal Record, one of the 50 women and leaders in our community. Congratulations, Cindy, on that. And thank you so much for what you do. Also, a shout out to the 13 graduates in our surgical tech program. COVID put a damper on some things, and so they weren't able to finish their clinicals. They left in March 12th, but they have come back, and back in the clinicals, we're able to do that, their certification exam. And so we are thrilled to death to have 13 graduates. 7 of them already have a job. 2 others have offers. 13 awesome students, awesome completion of surgical tech program. Congratulations, great shout out to you. Also, our district master calendar team, and we have individuals there. Thank you for what you do behind the scenes and the great work that's being done and keeping us in tune to what's happening in Metro Tech and in our community. It's great to be with you, Kim. Tell everyone who you are and where are we standing?
All right. Well, my name is Kim Gordon, and I'm an inventory, warehouse, and grounds and mail supervisor, and we are standing in the warehouse at Spring Lake campus.
And so really excited to be with several of our leaders behind the scenes. And so tell us a little bit that goes on here at grounds maintenance. What all do you house here within the warehouse in terms of people, places, and things?
Okay. Well, we stock and distribute all of the supplies for custodial, for our Metro Tech custodians. We store and distribute copy paper for the entire district, bottled water, just a big conglomeration of things. We do all the receiving of UPS and FedEx and freight trucks that bring in furniture and equipment that sometimes we have to assemble and deliver and things like that.
So supporting roughly 99,000 clients can be challenging at times. Thank you so much for the work that you do. So with the challenges, you and I have been able to speak several times, so I know you love your job. What makes Metro Tech such a great place to work and be at?
Well, the thing I really enjoy at Metro Tech is our people and our students. The collaboration that we have on a daily basis for the mission of the district to get things done. I love the variety that we have here. We wear many hats in this department, being over the inventory in the warehouse and grounds and mail. So we have very busy days, and that makes our days enjoyable, and they go fast.
Life changed a little bit in March.
Yes.
Tell us just a little bit on how that transitioned and the support that your team gave during that time.
Yes, absolutely. So using all the precautions that were advised. We were here, you know, when we needed to be. We had a mail courier here pretty much all during the pandemic to be picking up mail and, you know, giving that out. We had people come into the warehouse by appointment only, of course, and
Yes.
wearing masks and gloves, and, you know, so that they could get the mail and so we could keep things going, you know, as much as we could. But now we're still staggering our staff, you know, to
Okay.
take precautions where we don't have too many here in the building at the same time.
And so as we talked about precautions, I always like to show everyone we were socially distancing.
We are.
We were masked up. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Thank you so much for the many things that your departments do behind the scenes to keep us moving here at Metro Tech. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Mike, it's a beautiful Friday morning together. Let's social distance here.
Yes,
Although
sir.
we're outside, we want to make sure we're doing social distancing. Mike, your name, title, and tell me maybe a little bit about where we're standing.
My name is Mike Hoyer. I'm the supervisor of physical plant services. We are on a new pad that was just poured that is going to store mulch and tractors and whatever is decided that needs to be stored outside the warehouse. I think that answered your question.
Well, Mike, we're doing this week behind the scenes.
Yes.
And so facilities is something then that you're doing behind the scenes. As Kim and I recently talked about, life changed in March. How did life change for facilities and what your department does for Metro Tech and within Metro Tech?
Of course, it changed for everyone's life when COVID started.
Absolutely.
And it will never be the same, I don't think. I hope someday we will find a normal that we're accustomed to, but not sure we will. But we move forward. And that's what we do in operations. We move forward. We figure out what we have to do. We know that that's the only option is to move forward. So we've been here on scene pretty much throughout the entire pandemic. As soon as people were starting to work in buildings, we were there to facilitate and to take care of those buildings, from cleaning them, disinfecting them, to maintaining the buildings. The pandemic brought quite a few challenges to us, so we had to research new ways to clean our buildings, to disinfect our buildings that would follow the CDC guidelines. And we're fortunate that the school has embraced it and allowed us to get the equipment we needed so we can be out in every building, every room, every evening, and disinfecting it for the next day.
And so, Mike, as we think about, many times I always say we're doing a multi-million-dollar educational business. So 4 campuses, roughly 18 buildings. That's a lot of disinfecting. So describe then for our community, what are ways then that you ensure that taxpayers' money is being used appropriately, effectively, and efficiently in buildings? And as we're looking at maybe even possibly a light expenditure, talk to us a little bit about that if you don't mind.
That return on investment is a key word that we use and that I've heard you use as well.
ROI. What's the ROI?
That return on our investment. And you have to invest. You have to spend money to save money, to make money. We all know that, and we are fortunate enough we can do that. You referred to the LED lighting program. We're in the final stages of bidding that process, where we are going to go into every room, every building, every campus, and get all new LED lighting. It has a 2.5-year payback. In other words, in 2.5 years, the money we spend, we'll get it back in the savings that we saved. And the good news, that savings will continue to a tune of about $12,000 a month that
Oh, wow.
will be available to give me a salary increase.
Yeah, right. But what it does do, and that's what we've been talking about behind the scenes, is resources. And so it gives us an opportunity by doing that savings to have resources to our students, to our community.
Yes.
As there's so much construction going on, as you know right now, about to get into the EDC, currently working in child care. So that savings goes into an investment of our
Yes, it
students
does.
and our communities, and we all reap the rewards. And so we appreciate your service, your behind the scenes work, Mike, and thank you so much for all you do.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for visiting with us today.
Also, a shout out to Joel Rogers. Joel is our Metro Tech Oklahoma Career Tech Leader of the Week. As you may recall, a couple of weeks ago I was able to meet Joel. Joel recently actually was named evening supervisor. But he has been a welding teacher for many, many years, 13 years here at Metro Tech, serving as vice president for the statewide welding trade group of Oklahoma Association of Career and Technology Education. Also has worked with our Department of Corrections program, passionate about training, passionate about students and welding and fabrication. Did a great job with the toolboxes and tables, giving practical real world situations to our students for them to learn and grow and to be a part of our community. Joel in his spare time likes to golf and spend time with his family. Thank you so much, Joel, for all that you do for Metro Tech. As we end this week, it's so important to continue to remain cautious of social distancing, masking, and we're in a situation where we need to be reminded to keep safe and to be precautious, and that we can't be too cautious, and to be aware of our surroundings and our situation, and in everything we do, stay safe, calm, and clean. It's a great day to be at Metro Tech.